churches have failed on people.
That's right.
So-called black men, you are the lowest state, and you are the greatest thing God ever created.
That's
It's
right.
time for you men to come back in your place, rule this earth like God made it for you to do.
If you're not Israel, you ain't no kin to me. If you don't fit the 12, then you my enemy. We are in the land of our captivity. Someday we going home, so you best believe. If you're not Israel, you ain't no kin to me. If you don't fit the 12, then you my enemy. We are in the land of our captivity. Someday we going home, so you best believe.
Open your eyes, time to awake. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel today. We the real Jews, make no mistakes. They ain't our homeland, they phony, they faking. It ain't about color, it's more about race. God chose a nation to rule in this place. Jacob he loved, Esau he hate. You find that in Malachi 1 and verse 3. The rest, 3. Jerusalem is the motherland, above and it's free. That's Galatians, Quattro, B-A-N-T. Get it? Got it? Aprende, capiche? If I gotta fast for a couple of weeks just to get the kingdom, then no will let it be. I am keeping the laws, I keep every feast, keep every Sabbath, break bread and I drink. Who's ready for Passover 2016? In a month of a bit where we gather in me, there's a whole lot of laughter. We dance and we sing. Unlimited bread 7 days out the week. Can't wait to see what the elders gon' teach. Pull out my Bible, then pull out my seed. That's the spiritual food. Bon appetit. Some say truth hurts. Read it and weep. If you ain't tryna hear me, then move up the street. When I exit your city, I dust off my feet. Lace up my boots, let's equip with them cleats. Lift up my voice like a trumpet and speak. You can see my zeal, hear my zeal, all in my speech. See that I'm serious, I don't show no teeth. We are imperial, define it and read. And cannot be numbered like sand on the beach. Stop playing.
Where's the black man at that's looking for salvation?
That's
Where's the strong
right.
black man at that's going to rule his household? Where you at? We're looking for you.
And all that stuff was more, wandering out, all the lust of the eyes, all that kind of stuff. And I ain't with that. Either you're going to do what you're supposed to or you're not.
All praises. I like that. I like that. Because that's all God wants.
Yeah.
Either you're going to do what you want, or, you can die.
Yeah, you can't force it on nobody.
You can't force it on nobody. You can't force it on nobody. Because it's your soul that's at stake, right?
That's right. I would like to be, in other words, I'm glad you asked me that, because in other words, I want to put myself in position to receive what God got for me, at whatever cost. And I would like to be married. If I'm married, then I know that my bed is undefiled. But if I'm fornicating, then how could I even ask God for anything?
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1.
I'm just going in a circle, man.
Right.
And you go to their house like going into the debt.
Yes.
Yeah, I read my Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, Proverbs
You got a lot of
chapter
sense.
2 and 7, he'll tell you about what we do.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless,
because we as men, we know it's hard for a man to be single, be celibate, right? Read on.
to avoid fornication,
To avoid that fornication that you're talking about, bro. Read.
let every man have his own wife.
Nah, he can have multiple wives.
Have his own wife.
You sure it ain't an S on there?
Have his own wife.
So a man's supposed to have his own wife, right?
A woman's supposed to have her own husband.
We're supposed to have our own husband. Read on.
And let every woman have her own husband.
Right, like you said. Now jump to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4.
I read that the other day.
Oh, praises. So you do know that you're supposed to have one wife,
Oh
right?
yeah, Hebrews, what was that?
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. He gonna read it. Call it a read.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
What does the word honorable mean?
Honorable means it's sacred, set apart, and it's a delight. It's what you're supposed to do.
It's respectful.
Yeah, respectful.
You
Yeah.
can respect marriage, right?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage for a man and a woman is respectful to God. Read on.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed undefiled, like you said, because when you married with your wife, what y'all do in the privacy of your own bedroom, it's up to y'all. If you want to swing from the chandelier, that's up to you. If you want to do it on the floor, that's up to you. It don't matter. It's your bed, right? Read.
But whoremonger.
But whoremongers, what's a whoremonger?
A whoremonger is a man that just
Sleeps around, right?
it's two different.
Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers.
Those that cheat on their spouses that they're married to. Read.
God will judge.
God will judge those people. How will he judge those people? With STDs, with AIDS. Hell, you might get gunned down in the street because somebody else wants your wife.
And then that's that curse.
Exactly. They go back to these. All this happened. Why? Because we didn't want to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why all these things happen to us. And if we continue to want to sleep around from one vagina to the next vagina, we're going to continue to have curses, evil, punishments upon us. Right? Now, give me Sirach chapter 6, verse 7.
And that's a sin that's against your body.
Right. And that's when the judgments comes, when you get the sexually transmitted diseases. That's when you get children out of wedlock. Now they raising up, and now your children ain't got the proper guidance. Why? Because you didn't show them the proper example.
And it's confusion, man.
Right.
Baby dad is coming around, and here you like the girl, you know, it's just, that's confusion.
Right.
There ain't no structure like that.
No structure. Why? Because you didn't set the example.
God gave us a structure.
Exactly. And if we keep that instructions, follow that example, then your kids is gonna follow that example.
That's right.
Right? And then they gonna grow up, and the next generation is gonna be a little bit better than us. And maybe they can teach their children, and then this right here will diminish.
But it's just the opposite.
Just the opposite. Why? Because what? Because we done got away from our laws, statutes, and commandments, bro. This Bible was written to the Israelites, for the Israelites, by the Israelites.
That's right.
This is the wisdom right here that God gave his chosen people, bro. What tribe you from?
I'm from the tribe of Judah.
What tribe you from?
The tribe of Judah.
Say it loud and proud. What
Tribe of Judah.
From the tribe of Judah, bro. You know what the word Judah means?
That's the well, Levi was the priest, and Judah's they was warriors, man.
They always warriors. But what does the word Judah mean? What's the definition?
I'm not sure, man.
The word Judah means praise of God.
Praise of God.
That's where you get the word Jew from. It comes from the word Judah. According to the Bible, bro, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Are a real Jew, bro. Those people that's over there in Israel right now claiming to be Jewish, they know they're not the real Jews. That's what the word ish means.
And you see that in the Bible, the people call themselves Jews, they are not.
So you know what you know this, bro.
Yeah, bro. I knew it all along, man.
So what you want to do now? You want to keep these commandments, right?
I want to get back into the structure of the Lord, man. That's why I'm here.
By doing what?
That's why I'm standing. By respecting the fear of the Lord and obeying His commandments and His statutes and His law.
There you go. That's what the fear of the Lord is, bro.
Because what y'all saying, it just didn't enter here. It's getting in here, man.
It's getting the heart that the Bible was referring to, though. You know it's talking about your mind, right? You know it's talking about your mind, right?
Yeah.
He's right, but your spirit is bearing witness with this. Read that in Romans chapter 8.
Fantastic, man. I like it, man.
Where was you going before you stopped here?
I was just headed to my stories, man.
You was headed to your stories?
Yeah.
So something told you, read that.
You told me come.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
The Spirit itself, meaning the Spirit of God, beareth witness with our spirit, read.
That we are the children of God.
That we are the children of God. That's what made you stop here. It fits your spirit what was being brought out. Brothers bringing out laws and commandments, they bringing out nationality, they bringing out repentance. Something that these churches is not teaching.
Not at all, man.
They don't keep God's commandments.
Man,
let me show you one commandment.
I don't even want to go to none of them churches.
And I'm going to show you why you should. Give me Luke chapter 14, verse 23.
Because I get disgusted.
Let's understand. We did too. Because we also was looking for a
That's the
change.
lust of the eye, lust of the flesh, all that's going on.
Right.
You can pull a girl quick like a knife.
Right. And is that of God?
No.
That's not of God. We're going to get back to that. Hold that Sirach, right?
And they not talking about
They're not talking about the Bible. They're not talking about the will of the Lord.
blue order,
Right. These commandments. The fringes.
the fringes.
Right.
You never heard of that.
Right. You're going to hear about it today, bro. You stay here and listen, you're going to hear about it today. Yeah.
Luke chapter 14, verse 23.
Let's hear about one of these commandments that these pastors and preachers in these churches is not keeping if they say they're Christian, right? If they say they love Christ, right? Read.
And the Lord said unto the servant,
Red letters.
go out into the highways and the hedges.
Where's that at?
Right up in here.
That's in these streets.
That's where we at.
So answer me these questions for you, you so-called Christians.
Never see him out there.
Where is your pastor at? Read it again.
And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and the hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
So where is the pastor at? Compelling God's children to come back to God, to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Where is he at? I don't see a three-piece suit and a Bible nowhere.
That's right.
Keeping God's laws nowhere.
Church closed till Sunday and Wednesday.
Exactly. Now, we're going to go back to you wanting to get back to that man and a wife relationship, right? Because that's what you want, right?
Oh yeah.
Give me that Sirach chapter 6.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 7.
Because this is why you might have had that problem that you had with the woman being having that spirit of infidelity, right?
I've many of them, dude. It's
Right.
just
But let's
over
see.
and
But
over.
let's see when you get to the point where you're gonna have to deal with that,
Kicking the prick.
right? Read.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
Prove
him first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
So if you will get you a wife,
Prove him first.
prove them. What does it mean to prove them?
See if they're in line with righteousness.
See if they're exactly.
Yeah.
See if they're in line with righteousness.
Never
According
pass
to-
the test.
If they up to this,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not gonna happen in a week. It's not gonna happen in a month. It might not even happen in a year. You have to give that person time, brother. You have to give that sister time. So when you start dealing with her, give me Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. Because these laws is serious, bro, and it's a certain way we have to deal with them. Because once you prove them, when you get to this stage, read.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid
If a man entice a maid, a woman, read,
that is not betrothed,
that is not betrothed, she's not promised to anybody, she's not engaged, read,
and lie with her,
and you lie with her, meaning you have sex with her, read,
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
you shall surely, is that a maybe? Is that, I
No,
think you
that's
should?
definitely.
You should definitely make her your wife, brother. So while you laying down with women, know that the next woman that you lay down with is supposed to do what with her?
Endow her to be his wife.
That's your wife, brother. Now go back to Sirach chapter 6.
Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7.
That's why this is so important. Read.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
A man would get a friend, get a wife,
prove him first.
prove that woman, brother. Prove whether or not she's about being an Israelite. Prove whether or not she's about being about God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Prove whether or not she's about being a good wife, righteous woman to you.
That's right.
And if she ain't about that, don't lay down with her. Move on to the next one.
Right.
That's not the one for you. You ain't committed no sin.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
But you have to prove them. You have to be patient. If you're not patient, you think with your penis, you think with your rod, you're going to get in trouble. That's when you get in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4.
Yeah.
Then you have all type of sexually transmitted diseases. You ain't going to be healthy. Finish it up.
And be not hasty to credit him.
And be not hasty to credit that woman. She might look good, and now you want to rush it. Because you think that might be the one, right? The lust of the eyes, like you said. You think that might be the one because she just looks so good.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's not what we're supposed to be in it for.
Nah,
Give me Tobit chapter 8.
I look at personality first.
You know what I want? Tobit chapter 8.
Wow.
Thank you. Tobit chapter 8.
Now, what kind of Bible is that?
King James Version, 16:11. 16:11. That's the only Bible you go by, bro.
But they got books that it's not in my King
With
James.
the apartment.
Huh?
So to get with the apartment.
Well, I just got to go get me another one.
shit.
Y'all might have to help me with trying to find one, bro.
Tobit chapter 7, chapter 8, and verse 6.
Read this.
Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve.
Not good for a man to be alone. A man's supposed to have a wife.
Yeah.
There's a woman out there, brother, that was ordained to you from the beginning. You read that in Tobit chapter 6. Read.
Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself.
A help and aid like unto himself. That's going to be a woman that's just for you, but you have to give her time. You have to prove her first. Read.
And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister
Because
for
that's
love.
your sister. That woman that you proving, that's your sister. So you shouldn't want to treat them like whores. You shouldn't want to sleep from one to the next. Right? Read that part again.
And now, O Lord, I take not this, my sister, for lust.
I don't take her for lust. What do I take her for?
But uprightly.
But uprightly, lawfully. I'm taking this woman so that she can be a helper and a stay for me, to make my life easier. When I go out into the world and I come home, it's a relief. That's what the woman's supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be because she got a nice figure. It's not supposed to be because she look pretty, she look beautiful. It's not supposed to be for that. She's supposed to be a pillow wrestler that when you come home, you just relax. Cares of the world going out to your enemy's environment. It ain't gonna be that stressful. She's not worried about
what she's doing when you're at work.
Right. You ain't worried about that stuff. You ain't gotta hear about damn Atlanta housewives conversation when you come home. She ain't thinking about talking to you about that. She probably she righteous. She ain't watching that crap.
Exactly.
She ain't got time for that. The only thing she got time for is making sure that your house is in order for you to come home to.
That's right.
And fearing the Lord, bro. That's what she's there for. She ain't there for you to get your rocks off with. Because after a while, that's gonna get aggravated. Because you don't really love her.
It get old.
It get old.
Yeah.
A man ain't gonna be having.
There's no fulfillment in that.
Right. A man as he gets older, that starts to get old to y'all, right? Because it's more to life than that.
I did it so many times, man.
It's
It don't even excite me no more.
It's way more to life than just going home and just hitting something, and then going back out into the world and then doing it all over again. It's way more to life than that. What's your job as a man, bro? You know? Let me Ezekiel chapter 3.
Bring it up.
No, let me First Kings chapter 2, and then hold Ezekiel chapter 3. First Kings chapter 2. Start at verse 1. We're going to see what it means, bro, for us to be men according to God. Alright? What is the Israelite man supposed to be doing? Read.
First Kings chapter 2 and verse 2.
Start at verse 1.
And verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh.
King David was about to die. Read.
That he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying.
So he taught his son what a man supposed to be doing, teaching his children.
Right.
Read.
I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
How do you do that? Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways.
To walk in God's ways. Read.
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
How do you show yourself a man?
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
So in order for you to be a so-called Israelite man, you're supposed to be keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
First and foremost. Just because you're a grown man, you know how to lay down with a woman, that do not make you a man. You're a grown boy.
No, it does not.
You're an oversized boy.
Bring it up.
If you ain't keeping God's commandments. Period.
Read.
Give me Ezekiel chapter 3 now. Let's see one of these commandments that a man's supposed to be doing. Is he supposed to be sitting up in some church waiting for people to come to him?
My example. Do not lie. Do not cheat.
Okay.
Do not steal. Be totally passive and non-violent. And this is coming from the mouth of a 35-year celibate. Sorry about that, brother.
Please put that up. Please put that up.
No, I ain't gonna put it up.
Read.
Well, it smells.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, before we were so rudely interrupted.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So, black man, the Most High God said he made you a watchman. What does a watchman do?
He's like security.
He's looking out for his people, right?
That's right.
Read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's what you're supposed to be doing for your people, bro. For these people on this side, you're supposed to be showing them right and wrong according to God's word.
That's right.
Not according to your own heart, your own feeling, what I feel.
Interpretation.
What I feel, my own private interpretation. Me and God have a relationship. Yeah, me and God got a relationship too. It's called his word.
That's right.
What he says goes.
That's right.
I ain't got no feelings. I ain't got no thoughts. What did God say? I don't care what your pastor said, what your preacher said. What did God say?
That's right.
And that's what we're supposed to be teaching our children. Because anybody can come out here with a thought. But you think we just came out here, a bunch of Negroes, saying we're going to put on purple, we're going to go teach our people the Bible. We actually study this thing to know right from wrong, according to God, so we can teach our people, bro. That's right. That's what you're supposed to be doing, bro. Jeffrey?
Yes, sir.
I hope you're about sincerity and truth and keeping God's laws, but that's what the truth is. You feeling this?
Yes, sir.
It's a place for you among us, bro.
It's coming inside of me, man. It's going in.
And that's the spirit.
Right.
That's the spirit. Ain't no age limit on this.
I'm observing this, man.
Right. It don't matter how old you is, bro. If you about keeping God's commandments, you can wake up your people, bro.
Because I knew about this.
You knew about the Israelites.
Where's Joseph?
Where's Joseph is Ephraim. The tribe of Ephraim?
Oh, okay.
That's Joseph.
Okay.
Right?
Because I didn't see his name.
Right. When you read, what's that book, Lost Tribes in the Promised Land? Right? When they was talking to the native Indians, they knew who they was. And he told them, you got it? Give me that. They told them, the native Indians that was on this land, they told them where the other tribes was. And they said that the sons of Joseph, meaning the Puerto Ricans, was on an island nearby. Right? Puerto Rico was on an island. So they knew where the other tribes was. They knew where their brothers were. You got it? You have to read that in the Bible, so it's historians. People that study that thing.
Yeah, here it goes. It's called Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, The Origins of American Racism by Ronald Sanders.
This is the man that's a scholar. He studied, right?
It says here, I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, the woman got off and spoke to Montezino in an Indian tongue that Montezinos could not understand. Although he could perceive that he was being identified in the conversation, she turned to her male companions to explain the situation. Upon hearing her words, they rose, went over to Montezinos, and to his utter astonishment said, Shemaya Yasha Allah, Allah Hanawa Yahweh Akkad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. They had recited in Hebrew.
In what?
In Hebrew.
In Hebrew, bro.
The fundamental credo of Judaism. They told him that they themselves were of the tribe of Reuben.
So these Indians told this man, these Seminole Indians told this man they knew who they were. They knew that they were of the tribe of Reuben. Read on.
And that the tribe of Joseph,
read,
lived on an island nearby.
That's Puerto Rico, bro.
Right.
I was wondering why they could sing and dance good like us.
It was in their history, bro.
Oh, they got that rhythm and they got that voice, and just like black people, man. I got a lot of Puerto Rican friends, man.
And that's why we can't downgrade, right? That's why we can't downgrade our Hispanic brothers, our native Indian brothers. Because what happened to us happened to them first.
Yeah.
And it happened to a much greater extent than it did us.
Really?
Because, listen, we had land set up, we had kings set up on the western coast of Africa. Because after we fled Jerusalem, we went into Africa and migrated to the western part. We reestablished things. These people, on the other hand, when they was over here on this land, had everything set up. After it was taken from them, there was nothing else to set up. They lost everything, bro. They land, they cultures, themselves. They was losing everything, bro. That started in 1492. We didn't come over here until 1619. So over a century, bro.
Way before us.
Way before us. And that's why it's such a gap between us, black and brown, as they say. That's why it's so big of a gap. Because we feel like, well, what happened to us, y'all just punks. No. What happened to them happened to us. It ain't what happened to us happened to them. Because they came first. This is their rightful, they had right to this over here. It was all stolen from them.
Right.
Bring it out. But understand something. They knew who they were.
That's right.
They knew what they were supposed to be doing.
Right.
That's why you look at their clothing that they had.
Yeah.
They had on fringes. Why they knew they were supposed to be keeping God's laws. That's right. They knew that. What you hold?
Wait, man.
Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 50 In verse 33, thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel.
The children of Israel, when you read about the history of the Bible, it was a split between the kingdoms. You had the southern kingdom, which was called the kingdom of Judah. And then you had the northern kingdom, which was called the kingdom of Israel.
I'm looking at the map.
Read on.
And the children of Judah were oppressed together.
We were oppressed together. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we were oppressed together. We are the same people.
Right.
The curses you read about in Deuteronomy 28 happened to us all.
That's right.
Happened to us all.
Right.
We fit the curses. We are the Israelites.
That's right.
And to reverse these curses, we have to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the only way we're going to reverse this curse and get back on top, ruling things, ruling this earth in righteousness.
That's right.
As Israelites. And with that, I say shalom.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.